Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh my gosh, I had to start this reading over and over again because I just really felt like I was being blocked. And what's very interesting is that as this was happening, there was like Instagram went down, Facebook went down, WhatsApp went down. And it was just like everything was getting attacked, for the lack of a better word, including, I felt like, myself. I do feel like there is some spiritual warfare happening. I really do feel like there is an energy of increased blocks, confusion, as unions are going to start to manifest. They are going to manifest. And this is a collective for union. So this will affect those of you who are in the collective, okay? And I'm not about fear-mongering. That is not what I'm doing here. So do not get me wrong. Hear this straight. Be aware, okay? Because with the light comes the shadow, right? I'm Queen of Light. So I am also susceptible to this. So this is where it's very, very important to be smart, be very logical, be very connected to your own self, your own intuition, and call in your angels, call in your spirit guides. Listen to my negative energy removal mantra. It works because I had to do that this morning several times. It's very important for you all who are in this collective to protect yourselves, protect your energy. Do not get caught up into any low vibrational thought patterns, because there's a little bit of a trickster energy. Not a little bit, actually. I do feel like there's a lot. I do feel like there is an energy that is trying to block a lot of light workers from either reading correctly or even sharing messages or sharing the light, okay? And which is interesting, because when I felt like I was when I was getting a little bit of that block, there was a thought that I was having around making my Instagram private. And then I was like, when I came to my grounding, I was like, well, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I'm here to share the light. Why would I make my Instagram private? By the way, if you're not following me, follow me at Queen of Light 1111. I do daily readings there. So this is an energy where they will try to isolate the light workers. They will try to isolate the light because they don't want the light to be shared. So be aware. And if you want to purchase that negative energy removal mantra, you don't have to. Do your own thing. I'm just telling you, there is a resource and tool there for you should you need it. Okay, as a reminder, I am holding a empowerment and healing workshop on the 28th of March at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm in California. It's a Zoom session. It is a very small group session where it'll be 75 minutes with me and a small group of people, and we'll talk about the twin flame journey, the challenges. You will have the opportunity to have, the forum to talk about what you're going through, receive coaching, receive advice, talk to your peers in the collective, as well as then we'll end with a healing and energy clearing. So if you are interested, get your seat now. It is at queenoflight1111.com. It's called the Healing and Empowerment Workshop on March 28th. Let's get started. Bottom of the deck for the overall energies, the most significant energies for this reading today is the yin and the yang for divine feminine, and the garden for divine masculine. This is the most significant energy they are holding towards each other today. Yin and yang is all about, think about that. That's the dark and the light. Dark and the light. This is also masculine and feminine energies. This is about balance. This is about peace. This is about harmony. So when this card comes out, this is an energy where you have to very much sit and reflect and tune in to your own union, your own self-union before you look for it outside of yourself. I do feel like divine feminine has been in this energy where she's like, yeah, I'm in my own union. I'm good. I am feminine. Hear me roar. But there has been a little bit of a shift. And as she feels union, outer union becoming closer, then it kind of throws off her own inner union. So this is the time to contemplate, to meditate, to feel and focus on your energies and bring balance back to yourself, which then brings balance back to this connection. Divine Masculine, the Garden. I love this because this card specifically talks about you got to do some work. There's some work to be done. This is about tending to your inner garden. This is about things need some attention here. There's this energy of, honoring all the work that you've done on this journey, but there's still some things that need to get done. So this is an energy where masculine has to sit and relax a little bit and look at all of the bounty, look at all of the beauty that he's created. He's done a great job. Okay, so there's this energy where he may seem passive, but it's because he's done so much work. He just needs a moment. He needs a moment to nurture himself, to take a break from all of this work that he has been doing. This is about a little bit of rest because look at all this beauty. Look at all these flowers. Look at everything is thriving. So he needs to take a little break. He's worked really, really hard. Okay. By the way, the bottom of the deck for this part of the reading is intimacy. This is not about physical relationships. This is about the energy of love and peace and compassion and just sharing a very, very safe place of intimacy, whether it's through words, whether it's through energy, whether it's physically holding each other, whatever it is, there's intimacy that is being created. Feminine is being asked to bring herself back into balance, to create balance in the connection. And masculine has done a lot of work. There is a little energy here around rest, about you getting into that inner feminine energy to be more, to be receptive, because he's done this active energy as masculine. Now he's got to balance that yin energy. So I think this is very interesting that we have yin and yang for feminine and the garden for masculine, because masculine needs to get into the yin and feminine needs to get out of the yang to balance. Okay, so there's a balancing act that is occurring. Bottom of the deck so I did a little story here for you guys. So this is a little different. So we're looking at head, heart, environment, this is overall energy, head, heart, environment, and then soul path. Okay, this is all related specifically to masculine. This is all related specifically to feminine. So I got a little bit of a storyline, all right? Just like, what the hell is going on over here? So, what's very interesting to me is that we have some dupes at the bottom of the deck for masculine and feminine, okay? So they're very much really trying to balance their energy out. Has all to do with love. And we have the intimacy card here, right? This has all to do with deepening and strengthening this connection. So divine feminine's overall energy or main theme is about finding that balance. Here it is again, yin and yang, that she's got to love herself. She's got to get back to herself, find her balance, because that is where success lies. There's an energy of observation at this time. There has to be observation around this connection. She cannot take action. And this makes her very sad, okay? As divine feminine, because she knows better. She knows this is happening, but I do feel like she's overly getting into the yang energy. She's got to balance that out, know that the masculine is coming into rebirth. So she's got to stay in observation, which creates a little despair and this energy of bringing her back into divine feminine, okay? So there's a lot of balancing. I know people are eager. You feel the union. You know that there's change, okay? But this is also when your shadow is going to exercise some energy of defeat because, the dark does not want twins to come into union. Let's just keep it real. The dark does not want twins to come into union. Why? Because they raise the vibration of the earth. They create more energy in the earth, which is about love and about sharing and about light, not all this sickness and despair and death. Okay? Very interesting. Just as I was saying that, books are falling down. So what's masculine's theme here? Look at this. 8 of Cups, Sun, Moon, masculine, feminine, despair, right? They share this, and divine feminine. So he has withdrawn, right? Because he's resting in the garden. His energies, he has withdrawn from his divine feminine. You know, there's a lot that he's evolving. There's a lot, when you think about the Eight of Cups energy, this is about walking away from things that don't serve you, walking away from the past, walking away from bad behavior to find your Two of Cups. So there's this energy where masculine has withdrawn. Sun card, there's an energy of, you know, withdrawing from success because there's fears, there's sadness about his divine feminine because he's very focused on his past, the things that he's done, the hurt or pain that he has inflicted upon himself and his feminine. So he's trying with the sun and moon energy, balance that yin and yang out within himself. And as he's doing that, you know, some old memories, old thoughts are coming back about how he may have treated his divine feminine. So let's get started. What is divine feminine's overall energy when she thinks about her masculine? Victory. She wants victory in this love. She wants this union, but she knows that she has to stand on her own. She has to stand as this confident and determined, abundant divine feminine. And this is a concern because there's not a lot of communication with masculine at this time. So I do feel like intuitively she knows that there will be victory in this love, there will be victory in this union, but there are some fears here. There are some concerns around potential communication, maybe how communication is going with masculine at this time, where she may be a little doubtful about her union. So that's probably why she's going into the yang energy and trying to maybe make something happen. If that's not your story, that's okay. Take it or leave it. This is a collective reading. Masculine's overall energy. Look here, we have the yin and yang again. We have the feminine energy as the blue fire and the yang energy as the sun. So moon and sun. He is ready to manifest this connection. He's ready to bring the true flames together and manifest. What does he want to manifest? This union, Four of Wands. He wants to manifest this union. He wants to take action, but there's secrets. There's been sabotage. He knows he needs to change from being deceptive because things have worked against him. And so he knows he's got to place boundaries. Boundaries are very, very important for this masculine because I do feel like, you know, he was like, oh, free for all before. And he's can't do that if he wants this union with divine feminine. If he wants to be this magician and manifest this union with divine feminine, he has to take action towards this deceitful behavior, change it, come out of hiding, change the deception because he makes things work against himself, and apply boundaries. Apply boundaries. What is divine feminine thinking when she thinks of masculine? Well, she's called in her angels. Archangel Raphael is helping her. I do feel like her logic is affecting her heart. And so there's some sadness. So Archangel Raphael is helping her clear some thoughts to keep her in her confidence. Nine of Pentacles. Keep her in her confidence, keep her in her power, keep her in her personal strength, and understand that justice, balance, fairness will come in this connection. Okay? Yes, there is an obstacle today. Yes, you're feeling alone today. But remember, divine feminine, this is a journey of union of self. So Archangel Raphael is here to remind you, stay in your heart space. You've done a lot of work. Stay in your personal power. Justice will be done around this connection that feels very blocked at this time. Divine masculine's headspace, he's working with Archangel Uriel. This is about intuition. This is about using your crown chakra. This is about using that yin energy. What is he doing? He's looking at his partners and alliances. He's looking at third-party situations. These are not romantic. They can be, but they're, you know, whatever. This is about how he's working with other people and what needs to go. What needs to go. So when he thinks about his feminine, he's thinking about his alliances, he's thinking about his partnerships, and the Tower is there. It's creating these wounds, and now he's in this energy. It even could be legal battles. Okay? So there is this energy where, you know, maybe there's been actual disputes. There are things affecting this new beginning with divine feminine. And it's interesting she has the Justice card here too, because that's about the law as well. And here we have the courthouse. So there's absolutely this energy where he's using his intuition about people that he works with, even his divine feminine. right? And really changing things up. It's wounding him. It's very difficult work. He's got to clean up his garden. But there is this energy of being just around a new beginning with Divine Feminine. Let me see if there's any other messages on that courthouse card, okay? Let me just double check because I want to make sure I'm giving you all of the messages here. Courthouse. Makes me think of brick house. Courthouse. Yeah, this is lawsuits. This is about settling negotiations. This is about legal things. Things that feel unpleasant. This is why the Tower has come in, because there's absolutely this energy where he's looking at the people that he's been partnering with, aligning himself with, and the Divine is coming in and saying, some of this crap doesn't work. And yes, there's a lot of wounds, but it's not right. It's not balanced. You cannot have these people in your life if you're going to have a new beginning with Divine Feminine. What is in the heart space for Divine Feminine? Archangel Gabriel. Do you guys see how all the angels are showing up today? We have Raphael, we have Uriel, and we have Gabriel so far. This is because this is a very divine connection that needs to come into union for the vibration of the earth, to raise the vibration of the earth. This is about communication. Archangel Gabriel is here to bring in some sort of communication. Okay, this could be telepathic, astral. This could actually also be the energy of communication from your angels. Okay, so it's astral. It could be in the physical. It could be any sort of communication that is going to help her in her heart space, to help things move. This is the Chariot card. Help people come together. So in her heart space, there is an energy of movement forward, okay, that the King of Wands, the masculine, needs to make from a stable, dependable place, because she is a like-minded person. She is the Empress. And so this is the energy where Archangel Gabriel is saying, hey, yes, there is a desire to move forward. There is an energy about taking action. He must be stable, okay? But he's working within his community, Divine Feminine, to bring in appropriate, aligned love. What about this energy here of his heart space, Divine Masculine's heart space, Strength card? And we get clarified by spiritual strength. So there's absolutely this energy where he's coming into his personal power in his heart space to continue to move forward to the Four of Wands. But there is a lot of emotions that he's dealing with, and a lot has come in at one time. So maybe he's had a windfall of money. Maybe there's a windfall of money coming, but he's keeping this a secret. And I said, what's the secret? Money. So there's definitely something here about the energy of finances. There's definitely something here about the energy of hold on one second. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so I'm back.
Oh, stop. Sorry, that was another light worker. And she's been going through this too, so I wanted to make sure that I got that. So sorry about that. But there is absolutely this energy in Divine Masculine's heart space, which is he is really trying to get into his personal power to continue to move forward towards this union. But there's a lot of chaos, procrastination. There's a lot of energy here of confusion. A lot of emotions that are not managed, that are a lot for him to deal with at this time. And so he is not communicating because he just doesn't understand his own emotions. And some of the secretiveness, some of this energy of withholding has to do with money. Okay. Now, what about the energy of, the environment? So the energy of the environment for Divine Feminine. We have first cornucopia. This is that 10 of Cups on crack. This is the ultimate. She knows that this is the ultimate divine connection, okay? She's ready to communicate. She wants to talk about this. She wants to bring in this union, right? Yin and yang. She wants to bring in this union, but she feels very isolated. She feels like in this hermit's energy. She feels abandoned. And so she's in this energy of yearning a little bit, yearning for her masculine. What is masculine's environment? caring connections. This is where he knows that this is a deep spiritual connection, and he too wants to talk about it. He wants to communicate, wants to take action, but there is unexpected change that is happening in the form of finances as related to this union. So it's like he's waiting for something to all come together before he comes forward and talks. Okay? Now, soul growth. Soul growth. How is feminine soul evolving, moving forward as related to masculine action? Here's the shadow, here's the dark and the light, masculine and feminine energy. So there is an energy of action. She's ready for action. She's ready to get this moving already. We have the Chariot card in her heart space here, right? We've got that yin and yang energy, like let's get moving, right? So here we have action. So her soul is wanting to move. Her soul is wanting to grow. But Nine of Wands, just like the Nine of Wands we have for him in his headspace. She knows that people are resting, like this Garden card, resting, reconsidering, and she needs to do the same before any movement forward into the Ten of Cups. But there is an energy. She feels like something is being hidden. In her soul, she feels like maybe this was a false connection, right? Maybe she didn't meet someone who was exceptional, okay? But this is her fears, her shadow coming up when she knows that her wishes will eventually come true. So this is her shadows attacking her, right? This is why Spirit's saying, rest, reconsider, don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions that you're false or he's false. Your wishes will eventually come true. Divine masculine soul. Look at this, happy family. See, they both want this. This is an energy of wanting to come into union, wanting to come into the spiritual marriage, wanting to end the stalemate and be divine masculine, main male, and bring justice into the connection. This is what he wants. But feminine's going into this like, yeah, maybe it's wrong, because he's got this shady energy over here. But this shady energy is being taken care of by the divine with the Tower card. Okay, he's working through this. This is why him pulling back isn't shady. It's him resting. It's him looking at his stuff. It's him bringing his own inner masculine and feminine into balance. So now what's going on with the connection? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Moon card. So this is an energy where masculine's really trying to stabilize. He's feeling very conflicted, very defeated about his divine feminine. Okay, there's a lot of fears. First card out, Seven of Swords. There is this hiding, this deceit, this sabotage of love by divine masculine because he's not communicating. It's because he's getting into his integrity, getting his words together to come forward in this union towards his divine feminine as divine masculine. There's this new beginning that is there as the energy, but it feels like it's over. We're trying to end this energy of being so dreamy and immature and sensitive and come forward as supportive, loving, faithful, devoted companions. And here we have divine feminine in her fears, in her intuition, but in the unknown. And the Tower has come in to crumble those fears so that we can create an environment of meeting, of coming together with the masculine energy. Look at Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords. He is hiding this love. He is hiding his communication because he is preparing to be divine masculine, to bring in the energy of faithfulness and support and devotion. But it is really throwing feminine off. I get it. I get it. I understand it. But you have to fight. Fight that shadow. Bottom of the deck. Advice from Ganesha. Look at this. Embrace. Number 11 card. Okay? So when this card comes out, embrace. This is really about the energy of not only just embracing, but believing in yourself and others. You've got to believe masculine and you have to believe yourself. Masculine needs to believe in himself. Healthy relationships require a lot of work to maintain them. Ganesha is saying, have a compassionate heart. This is why Archangel Raphael is here. Be nurturing towards yourself and others. This is why we have all the angels present. Remember, more can be accomplished when you are calm, both of you. So advice for Divine Feminine, capacity to love. A lot has to do with this heart space today. Capacity to love. What is that number? 34. It's a number 7, right? So capacity to love is, open up, heal the areas that you are vulnerable in, which is that 7 of Swords energy, that he's false. Don't exaggerate your shadows and give it power. Drop into the heart space, drop in to your own intuition, because conflict will resolve more easily when you are in harmony with yourself than you can be in harmony with Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine's guidance from Ganesha, prosperity. This is a lot about money for him. This is the energy where Ganesha is saying you have the ability to manifest prosperity in your daily life. This is about integrating your spiritual truth, right? This is about, it's not necessarily just a job that brings you riches. Abundance is more than a job, more than money. And he's very focused on money again. It's about life. It's about health. It's about relationships. It's about your gifts. So this is really about the energy of being grateful to be able to hear, to feel, to smell, to taste, to experience this life. That's abundance. So Ganesha is reminding him that he has everything he needs right now. He doesn't need for this windfall of money to come through to be happy in union with feminine. He has everything right now. Look at this beautiful garden he created. So I hope that this helped you guys. But this is time for the light to get stronger. Battle the shadow. Battle your own shadow. And if you want to join me on the 28th of March for my empowerment and healing workshop, please go to queenoflight1111.com to get your seat. And if you want to purchase any reading, coaching session, or healing session with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.